think the first thing that we want people to understand is that, we're not going to just take any case. Number one, because there are elements of it that maybe another attorney would, and maybe they should, but for us, if it feels unethical or if it feels inappropriate or slimy, we're not going to take that case.
I kind of look at it like a job interview. They come in and we meet them how they want to be met. If it's an online situation, if they want to meet in person. I personally like the in person because I'm a little bit old school, if you will, in that regard. But it is like a job interview. Someone could say everything over the phone, and then you meet them like, oh gosh, that's not someone that I want to get in. It's kind of like a marriage in a sense. It's your client, so you're attached to them now, and they're attached to you. So.
And for some of our clients, we spend a long time. Some of the cases could go on for several months, years. It gets very emotional.
Yeah, we had one that we tried earlier this week that is a case that's almost 5 years old.
And it's emotional. It's emotional. It really is almost like a family relationship in that, there are moments where kind of like I have to do with Blaze and he has to do with me. Like they have to check us. We have to check them. We have to say, like, listen, I know this is what you want to hear, but this is not what we need you to hear. And this is not what you need to hear.
And we're not the type of lawyers that are going to tell clients what they want to hear. I always fall back on this motto. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly with the client. A lot of clients appreciate that. Some that don't appreciate that. But I think that's the only way you can do it. Like I said, it's a job interview, and this goes both ways. And we have internally certain criteria. We're not just going to take any client off the street. We got to meet certain criteria. And because I look at this, like we had said earlier, it is a long-term marriage, and we have to get along. They have to believe in us, trust us, and we also have to trust in them. So it is very important we get that right at the onset of any relationship with a client, because otherwise it can lead to a bad result, a bad marriage. A lot of these people that come into our office that we interview, they interview us, and you'll have some of these people saying, oh, well, I saw my case is worth this. Well, that's not how it works. And every case is different. There's a lot of factors that goes into that. And so we try to do the best we can in that interview as well as after someone agrees to hire us and we agree to take them on as a client, is to channel their expectations. Never over promise anything, never guarantee anything other than we're going to work hard and give them the best possible result. But every case is different. And what day one of the case looks like, it may be great, but you may learn at day 180 is totally different. So we're always trying to do the best to channel the client's expectations, because at the end of the day, once we resolve the case, they're happy, or they may not be happy, but we've at least told them every step along the way that, hey, there's an issue here, or there's an issue here. And again, goes back to telling the client the good, the bad, and the ugly about their case.
That's what lawyers should do, is to tell clients, this is how the law is going to treat your case with your facts and this specific scenario. There is no like computer model that we just go put in and type it in and it automates everything and we're like, oh, here you go. And that's not our value. That's not how it works. Our value is in finding the holes, finding the loopholes to the holes, minimizing the damage, playing up the strengths. And otherwise, if it really were just so robotic and something so easily calculable, they wouldn't need us at all.
I still believe the practice of law is a very noble profession.
I do too.
And I think that we have a few bad seeds, like you have in any industry, that makes us all look bad. But that's certainly not me and my wife. And we want to try to do things differently. And one of the goals is not only doing great work for our clients, but just changing the overall perception that the community has about lawyers, but particularly personal injury lawyers.